I got more news to share today. Ghepo left a few new messages related to Garten of Banban 8 that I want to go over, and there are some Steam updates too. So let's dig in properly this time. First, SteamDB. The last change was on 16 August 2025, and the release day is now officially fixed on Steam for 28 August, which we already knew, but it's nice to see it locked on the back end. If you scroll the history, the first line is just a change number. When it only says change number, SteamDB doesn't expose what the dev actually tweaked. It can be anything from build settings to depot permissions, so there's nothing we can read from that alone. Right after that, there's a store asset modification. Again, we can't see exactly which asset was touched, but store asset usually means things like capsule images, header art, screenshots, or the short description. 3 minutes later, they pushed another change that actually stuck. The visible release date set to 28 August, already known, plus another asset's changed right after it, still hidden on our side. Then it gets interesting. They changed user tags, and there's a smaller line saying this change list affected 56 items. On Steam, affected items can be a bunch of little config bits. Sometimes it's multiple regional store assets, sometimes it's different capsule sizes, sometimes it's language entries, or even which tags appear by default. A few minutes later, there's another change list that affected 63 items, which is even bigger. That kind of count usually means they touched a lot of store-facing pieces at once. Think swapping in a new set of images for each required resolution, or tweaking text across several languages. If you noticed any new screenshots, a different short description, or tags shuffling, like horror, survival, single-player, indie, moving up or down, let me know in the comments because those two big change lists probably caused it. And yeah, the like-to-view ratio is pretty bad, so please leave a like. Now the Discord side. The last message from Ghepo is the big one. Flumbo leaves the closet in 11 days. He's clearly talking about Garten of Banban 8 releasing in 11 days. If you do the math from today, that lines up with 28 August, so he's keeping the countdown consistent across both Steam and Discord. There was also a reply from Faris saying, "You already are," to someone. But the original message got deleted, so we can't see the context. Could have been about someone asking if they're part of the countdown. Could have been a joke. No way to know now.
Outside of that, Ghepo kept it pretty light. Said hi to a fan, told someone no dev pings please, and that was it. Until I noticed Adam replied to an older line from 3 days ago where Ghepo said Flumbo leaves the closet in 13 days. Adam wrote, "He's finally going to see the sunlight, y'all." And Ghepo answered, "We'll see." That little "we'll see" is doing a lot of teasing for 2 words. It kind of reads like, yes, the date is set, but there's a twist or something extra around it. Could be a countdown beat, could be a launch day surprise, or it could just be him keeping the mystery up. Either way, it's still pointing at the 28th. A couple extra notes around the Flumbo leaves the closet phrasing, because this is the second time he's used it. 13 days, then 11 days. The fact he's repeating the exact wording makes me think Flumbo is just his running nickname for the chapter as it sits in the build. Not a new character reveal, just a goofy codename. The closet part reads like coming out of build storage and onto Steam. Nothing deeper than that, unless the countdown proves otherwise. Back to SteamDB for one more second, because those user tags change lines can actually matter for discoverability when the page flips from coming soon to release. If they promoted tags like action or survival higher, the algorithm might slot the page next to slightly different games on launch day. Also, a lot of teams use that final week to adjust which screenshots appear first. For example, putting a darker environment shot first to sell the vibe better, or showing a puzzle room before a hallway so it feels less samey. Those 2 dig change lists affecting 56 and 63 items line up with exactly that kind of polishing. Lots of tiny switches that make the store page feel final. So putting the threads together, Steam backend now matches what they've been saying in chat. We've got the official release date locked on 28 August. The devs touched a whole bunch of store assets and tags. And on Discord, the countdown language is synced. 13 days to 11 days, with that playful "we'll see" on top to keep people guessing. If anything visible changed on the Steam page, new images, revised blurb, support languages moving around, drop it below. Because from the back end alone, we can't see which exact asset flipped. That's everything on my side for today. Don't forget, I put a random subscriber on my banner every day. Subscribe to me, obviously, but also the channels on my homepage, which are Clarenzo, Javanium Citizen, and Charcool. And to help me spot you faster, leave a comment. This is all Mao goodbye.
All right, quick follow-up with a bit more detail. After the last update, a couple small things happened on the server. Ghepo replied to someone posting, "Jumbo Josh leaked footage." That's literally the caption they used. And the leak was just a girl eating salad shot from a goofy angle. That's the whole joke. No secret frames, no watermark, nothing you can scrub for clues. Classic, call anything a leak and laugh moment. Take it as vibe keeping while they work, not a hint. Faris was online around the same time, didn't say anything this round. Not unusual lately. One of them chats, the other lurks, and then we see a real update somewhere else. The main thing is the countdown math still lines up with the date we already know, so nothing here suggests a slip. It's just them keeping the room light. Now, since a bunch of you keep asking what to play while we wait, my Garten of Banban 8 fan game is still up. I made it about a year ago, and you can jump in right now. On PC, use the SNIKER launcher at snickergames/launcher.com. On mobile, it's on itch.io. Search Garten of Banban 8, and it should be the first result that pops up. Reminder, so nobody gets confused, it's a fan game, not official. The main menu literally says fan game. It's short on purpose, meant to give you that bonbon flavor without wasting your time. A few quick tips if you try it. Explore the side paths, not just a straight hallway. There are tiny cues tucked away. Watch signs and wall art. Some of the hints are environmental, not pop-ups. If a section lets you stand still without failing, try waiting a few extra seconds. You might trigger something you'd miss if you sprinted. If you spot anything clunky or you think a prompt should be clearer, yes, I heard you about sprint. Leave a note with the timestamp and I'll tweak it. I'd rather tighten it than leave people confused. Back to the Discord energy for a second. These little leaked footage memes, fake countdowns to a punchline, cursed images, none of that equals a teaser. The real signals to watch for are anything about days remaining, dubbing, languages, bug fix passes, or posting windows. Memes are noise. Those are the breadcrumbs. That's the update. Tiny joke leak from the chat, Faris lurking, timeline still on track, and the fan game links if you need something to play in the meantime. SNIKER launcher on PC, snickergames/launcher.com, and an itch.io on mobile. Search Garten of Banban 8, and it should be the first result that pops up. Last thing, I'm still doing the random subscriber on my banner every day. To get in the pool, be sub to me and the 3 on my homepage, Clarenzo, Javanium Citizen, and Charcool. And if you made it to the end, drop cool syrups in the comments so I can spot the real ones faster. See you in the next one.